Good morning and happy Mother's Day. Have you ever heard the phrase Eshet Sha'el? I've worked on the pronunciation of that and still probably got it wrong, but if you've ever read Proverbs 31, then you've seen the English translation. Eshet Sha'el is part of the Hebrew found in Proverbs 31:10, translated in the King James Version as, "Who can find a virtuous woman?" Now, there have been countless books, essays, blog posts, and tweets about that verse and the verses that follow, but I want to focus on that Hebrew phrase. While the King James Version's translation gets a lot of focus, a number of scholars and linguists suggest that a more accurate interpretation is woman of valor. A favorite writer of mine named Rachel Held Evans passed away about a year ago after an illness, and this phrase was a personal mantra of hers. She used it often in her public writings and speeches, but I've heard it was a treasured message she sent to her closest friends to remind them of their worth in any occasion, from a simple bad day to a great tragedy. With the marking of the first anniversary of her death this past week, echoes of Woman of Valor and Eshet Sha'el have been filling up my social media news feeds as various people recall her message and seek to lift up others. This, of course, got me thinking when Chris asked me to record a video to introduce our Mother's Day messages. You see, valor is defined by Merriam-Webster's as strength of mind or spirit that enables a person to encounter danger with firmness. It also means personal bravery. This definition made me think of the women of valor in my life. And many of them are you. The women that have blazed the trails, educated me, prayed for me, supported me, loved me, even when we didn't see eye to eye. My mother and grandmother are certainly at the top of my list, but there are whole crowds of women of valor that have played significant roles in my life. Some of them are mothers and some of them are not. Some of them are older, some are younger. Some have passed, but their legacies remain. For me, they're right here in our community, and a very special group out in California. Some really cool ones that traversed Israel with me a few months ago, and good friends in Carrollton and Chattanooga and Tuscaloosa and Montclair, New Jersey, and scattered around Georgia and Alabama and California and other places. Some of your lists will match mine and some of it won't, but we should be so grateful to each and every one of them. This Mother's Day may look different than most, but as you celebrate and honor your mamas and grannies and aunts or whomever holds that role for you, take a few moments to remember all the women of valor in your life, the women with the strength of mind and spirit and personal bravery. I know I'm very thankful for mine. Now here's our opportunity to learn from some of the women of valor right here in Ranburne and Wise Chapel United Methodist Churches. Happy Mother's Day!